90-Day Fiancé. Angela Deem's new love. 90-Day Fiancé reality show star Angela Deem is back in the news. After a long relationship and many ups and downs, Angela has finally revealed her new boyfriend. After much drama and tension, Angela has finally started walking on the path of life again after ending her relationship with Sami. She recently introduced her new boyfriend to everyone in an interview. After years of chaos, heartbreak, and heated arguments with Michael, Angela Deem finally decided she had enough. The cameras of 90-Day Fiancé had witnessed their every fight, their tears, and their brief moments of love. But behind the scenes, Angela longed for peace. 1 year after the final breakup with Michael, Angela retreated from the spotlight and took a much-needed break in Florida. She focused on her health, started volunteering at a local animal rescue, and embraced the quiet life. That's where she met Jackson, a calm, charming veterinarian with a heart as big as Texas. Jackson had no idea who Angela was at first. When he finally learned about her reality TV fame, he just laughed and said, "I'm not dating your past, Angela. I'm dating who you are now." For the first time in a long time, Angela felt seen, not for the drama, but for the woman beneath it all. Their bond grew quietly, away from the cameras and the gossip blogs. But Angela knew her fans would be curious, so during an emotional interview, she finally introduced Jackson to the world. "He's not just my boyfriend," she said, smiling. "He's my peace." And for once, the drama queen of 90-Day Fiancé looked genuinely happy. Not because of the spotlight, but because she finally found someone who didn't want to change her, just cherish her. However, Angela paced the living room floor, her phone clutched tightly in her hand. The last message from Michael had been 2 hours ago. Just a vague, "We need to talk." Her heart was pounding, half from worry, half from fury. When the video call finally connected, Michael's face appeared, calm but distant. "What's going on, Michael?" Angela demanded, voice sharp. "You got me up at 3 a.m. for what?" Michael sighed. "Angela, there's something I need to tell you. My cousin offered to help me stay in Nigeria. He doesn't think I should come to America." Angela's eyes widened. "Excuse me? After everything I've done? The K-1 visa, the interviews, the surgeries, for you? And now you're listening to your cousin." "Angela, please, no, you listen," she roared, knocking over a chair as she stood. "You want to throw away our future for some cousin's advice? Are you even serious about us?" Michael's voice cracked. "I love you, Angela. But your anger? It scares me sometimes." Angela paused, her anger flickering with something deeper. Fear. "Then be a man and tell me. Are we done?" There was silence. Then, softly, Michael said, "Only if you are." For a moment, time stopped. The intensity between them wasn't just rage. It was passion, chaos, and history wrapped into one. Angela sat down, exhaled hard. "We fight like hell, Michael. But we love harder. If we're doing this, we go all in, no cousins, no second thoughts." Michael nodded. "All in." And for the first time in days, they smiled, warily, but together. However, it had been 3 years since Angela Deem and Michael Sami first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé. Their story, filled with ups and downs, laughter, and shouting matches, had captured the hearts and nerves of viewers worldwide. But now, things were different. After finally securing Michael's visa, he arrived in Georgia. The reunion at the airport was emotional. Angela screaming, Michael smiling, and both of them crying in each other's arms. For the first few months, they lived like honeymooners. Michael tried his best to adapt to American culture, while Angela, in her own unique way, tried to tone down her temper and let love lead the way. But life wasn't easy. Angela's insecurities and trust issues flared up when Michael made new friends at his ESL classes. Meanwhile, Michael struggled with Angela's intense personality and missed his family in Nigeria terribly. One evening, after a particularly heated argument, Michael packed a small bag and left. For 3 days, Angela didn't hear from him. She called his phone, his friends, even the local Nigerian restaurant he liked. Then, on the fourth day, she found a note at her door. Angela, I needed time to breathe. I still love you, but I also need to find myself in this new world. If we're going to make it, we both have to change. Heartbroken but moved, Angela did something nobody expected. She signed up for anger management and couples therapy. Michael returned, cautiously hopeful, and they started attending sessions together. Months passed. Angela was still loud and proud, but with a little more self-control. Michael learned to speak up more for himself, and the couple found a rhythm, built not just on passion, but on patience and compromise. Their journey was far from perfect. But for the first time, it felt real. And that's what made it beautiful. However, it was a humid evening in Hazelhurst, Georgia. Angela sat on her porch, a cigarette in one hand, her phone clenched tightly in the other. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange glow on her face. But her mood was anything but warm. Michael answered on the fourth ring from his apartment in Lagos, Nigeria. "Hello, baby," he said cheerfully, unaware of the storm that was brewing. "Don't hello baby me, Michael," Angela shouted. "I saw your Instagram story. Who was that girl you were dancing with?" Michael sighed. "Angela, she's just a friend. It was my cousin's wedding." "Oh, so now you dance with friends at weddings?" "That's what we're doing now." Angela interrupted, her voice rising with each word. Michael knew better than to argue, but he tried to reason with her. "You know I love you. I always have. But you gotta trust me, baby." Angela stood up, pacing the porch. "Trust you? Trust you? I trusted you when you said you deleted Instagram. You lied, Michael." Before Michael could respond, Angela had already hung up, only to call him back 5 minutes later. Her anger cooled just enough to talk. This call wasn't just about the Instagram story. It was about years of long-distance miscommunication, jealousy, and cultural misunderstandings. Yet somehow, beneath all the yelling and drama, there was love. A chaotic, fiery kind of love. The kind that survives across continents and time zones. The kind that makes explosive phone calls worth it. Because at the end of the day, neither of them was ready to hang up for good. However, it was a hot summer day in Georgia, and Angela Deem had just finished a long shift at the nursing home. Tired but restless, she decided to unwind by scrolling through her phone. A friend had recently convinced her to download a social networking app that connected people across the world. As she swiped through profiles, a charming smile caught her eye. A young Nigerian man named Michael. He had kind eyes, a smooth confidence in his bio, and a cheeky grin that made her chuckle. Curious, Angela sent a simple message. "Hey there, handsome. You real?" Halfway across the world in Lagos, Nigeria, Michael Sami was stunned. He'd never expected a message from an American woman, let alone one as bold and fiery as Angela. With a grin, he replied, "Yes, I'm real. And you are beautiful." That night, they video chatted for the first time. Angela, in her kitchen with a cigarette in hand, laughed louder than she had in weeks. Michael was polite, a bit shy, but charming. They talked about everything: family, music, food, even politics. Despite the time difference and cultural gap, something clicked. Angela's daughters were skeptical. "Mama, you're crazy. He's too young for you." But Angela didn't care. "I'm following my heart," she said. "He makes me feel alive." Weeks turned into months. Michael would send Angela sweet good morning messages, and she would send him care packages filled with snacks, cologne, and the occasional bold photo. One day, she surprised him by saying, "I'm coming to Nigeria. I need to see you for real." When they finally met at the airport in Lagos, it was like a scene from a movie. Angela ran to him, arms wide, nearly knocking him over. Michael laughed, wrapping his arms around her, whispering, "My queen, you're even more beautiful in person." The moment was electric. Awkward, sweet, chaotic, just like them. And that's how it all began. A wild, unlikely love story that would take them through laughter, arguments, paperwork, and the wild roller coaster of 90 Day Fiancé. However, Angela Deem had been feeling something was off. Michael's texts had become shorter, and the video calls had strange background noises. "That man is up to something," she muttered, scrolling through his Instagram stories like a hawk. One evening, after yet another suspicious call dropped mid-sentence, Angela made a bold decision. "I'm going to Nigeria. I'm going to catch him red-handed if he's messing around." 3 days later, Angela landed in Lagos, wearing sunglasses and a fierce expression. Without warning Michael, she hired a driver and headed to his apartment. "He won't see me coming," she said, clutching her phone like a weapon. She arrived at his building just as the sun was setting. Heart pounding, she crept up the stairs and stood outside his door. Loud laughter echoed from inside, a woman's laugh. Angela flung the door open. "Michael," she shouted. Inside, Michael stood frozen, a cake in his hands, surrounded by balloons and a few friends. The mysterious woman, his cousin, Tolu. Everyone went silent. "Angela, what are you doing here?" Michael gasped. Angela blinked. "What? What is this?" "It's a surprise birthday party for you. I wanted to show you I still care. I was planning to call you in 5 minutes and bring you in on video." Angela stared at the decorations. A banner read, "Happy Birthday, Queen Angela." She slowly lowered her raised hand. "Oh," Michael grinned nervously. "Surprise?" Angela cracked a smile. "Well, Dan, you got me good, baby." And just like that, the suspicion melted into laughter, and a little cake on Angela's face courtesy of Michael's playful side. Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Amelia. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel.